Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa. This is my workshop. So I said I was going to get to work on the 69 Camaro for the USACC build. And I have all the parts separated and in the organizer. And all the parts have all been painted. And I did the paint on the body for the Camaro. Took it out of the dehydrator last night, and I don't like it. Remember, this is the color scheme that you all voted on, and I wanted to try to do a faded color paint job on this car, where it went from blue to purple to silver, okay? And I don't like it. It just, well, I'll tell you what I did. I put the silver on and it came out really nice, and I overdid it with the purple. There's not enough of a definition between the silver and the purple. I mean, you can see it, but it did not come out the way I was hoping. So I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all my goodies right here. I have a mail call, and before I get to that, let's give my sponsor a little bit of love. Okay, let me get this light over here. There we go. Okay. That light is, I got to do something about the lighting in here. How about that? Can you see that a little bit better? Yeah, I've got to fix the lighting in here. Anyway, go and check out my sponsor, Gaahleri, okay? And all of their terrific airbrushes and equipment, along with their Kaleido paints. You will get 10% off if you put in my discount code right there in red, PPMW, all right? So go check that out. I finally figured out how to get the link on the channel and also on my Facebook page. So now you can actually find it. So go check that out. And I'm going to show you some stuff from Gaahleri today also. Don't forget, we're still voting on the 3 kits that I'm going to give away one when I reach 1,000 subscribers, okay? And that is, let me see here. Yeah, here's the vote that you did already for the colors. All right, I just went over that with you a second ago. You voted for that color scheme. All right, so that voting is concluded. And you also voted on the video that I was going to put up first, either the weathering or the bare metal foil. Since then, both videos have been uploaded, so you may have seen those too. But the one that's still in play is voting for either the Audi, the, what is it, NASCAR, or the Charger, all right, as the giveaway when I get to 1,000 subscribers, okay? And also, while I'm here with my little board, about 3 weeks from now is the Long Island Auto Replica Society. That's what LIARS down here stands for. Is going to be on Saturday, November 8th at the Freeport Rec Center. It's right off of Montauk Highway. Actually, in Nassau County, it's called Merrick Road. But anyway, Freeport Rec Center. And I'm not sure. I think the timing on that is 9 to 5, I think, or 9 to 4. I'm not sure about the time. So anyway, if you are in the area of Long Island, on that date, the 8th of November, check out the Long Island Auto Replica Society model car show. It's a good time. Okay, so let's take a look and see. Oh, and by the way, if you want a shop card, get this here. You can send me an email, all right? And I will send you this beautiful shop card. How's that? Okay, that's not a bad shop card. And if you are a content creator and you want to swap shop cards with me, there is my mailing address. Yeah, the lighting in here, I got to do something about this lighting. It's terrible. But anyway, there's the mailing address. Okay, so let's get into some of what I have to show you. Now, this has actually been floating around here for a couple of weeks. I never opened it. So let's open that up. And let's take a look and see what we've got here. Okay, and this is a Mobius 0.2 airbrush from Gaahleri. Okay, so 0.2. So this is something that you would use if you're doing fine detail work and so forth. You would want to go to a 0.2 brush. And as usual, Gaahleri has terrific instructions, a quick start guide, and all of that. And they pack their stuff really very well. And here is the airbrush right there. All right, Mobius 0.2. Okay, I'm trying to hold this up so you can see it, but so I don't spill everything out. Well, actually, it's all in there pretty snug, so I probably won't spill it out. All right, and I will show a demo of this airbrush in another video. Okay, I have kind of a lot to cover today. And Gaahleri, you know, they give you, you know, washers and O-rings and so forth. So they're rather complete, and their customer service is wonderful. Not just saying that because Gaahleri is my sponsor. I'm saying that because it happens to actually be true. Okay, and we've got another airbrush right here. All right, so let's, how do you open this thing? Looks like it's got a little zip thing you have to undo. So let's do that. Okay, and let's see what we've got in this box. And all bubble wrapped up. Okay, let's get rid of some of these boxes. There we go. Toss that out to the side. Yeah, this is a 0.5. I think this is a Mobius. Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry about the glare. Okay, but trigger handle. And let's open this up and let's see what we've got. I know that everybody, when they do openings and unboxings and so forth, they always go down very carefully down the seam here. I'm kind of like a gorilla. I just take my knife and I just go right across and I just rip it open. So anyway, let's get this opened up. Okay, like a little kid at Christmas. It's not that far away, you know. It's the middle of October. Christmas isn't that far away. I mean, next month is Thanksgiving already. Okay, and here we go. Take a look at that. That looks like a major piece of equipment. Okay, and of course you get, just as I showed you, and I'm dropping stuff. See, I knew I was going to drop stuff. You get your O-rings and washers and so forth. I don't know what I just dropped. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look for that later. But anyway, yeah, this is the airbrush right there. All right, and it feels very comfortable, actually, which is an important factor because, you know, when you're absorbed in your work, you want to be handling something that's comfortable, that feels good, and that you have the confidence in, you know, shooting your paint. Now, I haven't shot anything out of this because I just opened it, but it feels very comfortable. I mean, it's got a nice handle. The trigger feels solid, you know, but we'll test this out. Again, we'll do that in another video. And, you know, just like the other airbrush, you know, they give you the quick start guide. So good stuff from Gaahleri. I just recently heard from somebody. Actually, no, I didn't. I'll tell you what it was. Somebody saw this post and contacted me about it. So I didn't actually see the post. Alluding to the fact that, Gaahleri is a sponsor, and that's why I am gushing about the Kaleido paints and so forth. And no, let me just tell you, when I first got the Kaleido paints in, and I wound up, you know, really liking them, that was before Gaahleri ever contacted me about being a sponsor. So at that particular point, Gaahleri was not my sponsor. They had no idea who Papa was, and I did not have any thing to do with anybody over at Gaahleri at that particular point. And speaking of their Kaleido paint, this came with that 0.5 trigger airbrush that I just showed you. Isn't that a great color? Mint green. All right, and if you are a regular follower of the channel, you may remember I just did. I'm going to lose this. Let me just put this in here real quick, because if I don't do this and I just sit here and hold it, I will lose it. All right, so let me put this right back in there right now. Okay, it's safe and sound now. All right. But I did that pickup truck in mint green. I think I did that in a, oh gee, I can't think of the paint that I used. Chroma Air paint. I got that, I think, from Spray Gunner. And that came out real nice. I have something about green paint, green cars and trucks. I really like it. You'll remember not long ago I did the Chrysler 300 in a metallic green. That came out really nice. And in fact, I'll show you some of my green builds when we get back into the workshop. But anyway, yeah, pretty cool color. I was just at Hobby Lobby yesterday and picked up a couple of kits while I was there. Excuse me. While I was there, as you know, we're doing the 69 Camaro in that silver, purple, and blue color, and I spotted this. Okay, this Speedball acrylic ink in purple. And I thought, wow, that would be great, maybe for a little bit of, panel line detail work inside or something like that. I'm really not sure what I will use this for, or if I'll even use it at all on this build, but I knew I was doing the build primarily in the purple, so I figured I would pick this up. Okay. Yeah, I'm still fiddling with this lighting. It's just, yeah, I got to do something about this. Okay, so let's take a look at some of what I got at Hobby Lobby last night. Okay, we have a Plymouth Roadrunner by Revell. Okay, I know some people don't like the way I say Revel or Revell. I think the proper pronunciation is actually Revell, and I've been saying Revel. So I've got to reorient myself to saying Revell. So anyway, but this is a 1/25th kit. All right, very cool. All right, and I don't like the yellow color on here though. Maybe I'll do that in mint green. And this Slammer, this is an MPC kit. All right, now I can't mess that up. MPC, all right, and this is 1/25th as well. I'm pretty sure it's 1/25th. Yep, 1/25th. Okay, so those are those two kits. And I got this from Auto World, and I don't even remember what this is. To be honest with you, I really don't. So I'm going to open this up right now, and I am going to see what this is right along with you. Okay. Remember the last time I did a mail call? Well, I don't think it was the last time. It was a little while ago anyway. And I was opening stuff up, and I cut my thumb on camera. Trying to be a little bit more careful today. Okay, and we have, yes, this is, yeah, okay, I remember this now. I remember this now. This is an AMT Corvette. Okay, pretty cool. All right, and that's also in 1/25th scale. All right, so good stuff. All right, so those are my three new arrivals. Okay, and let me shove this in here real quick. And I'll tell you what. Oh, I know what I want to show you. For those of you who follow the channel, maybe you'll remember that over at the paint bench, before I built that freestanding shelf that all the paint is now sitting on. Well, before I put that there, I had all of my color mixtures for all my different paints, my top coats, my prime, everything written down on little notes, okay? Mostly on little notes like this, all right? And I had them stuck all on the wall, so I could basically sit at the paint bench and whatever paint I was using, at a glance, I could just look up at the wall and get my mixture. Well, since I put that shelf back there, I lost my wall. And my notes were actually sitting over on another bench, and they were just spread out all over the place. So it's been like that for a while. Well, I finally got it organized. So this is what I did. I put it all into a 3-ring binder, okay? And I separated everything. Can you see the divider colors here? And everything is separated and divided into categories, okay? So I have my lacquers, okay, are up first. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Here we go. There it is. Okay, I got my lacquers up front, okay, and then I've got, what comes next? I can't see it. Oh, my acrylics. Okay, I've got my acrylics, I've got top coats, 2K clears, varnishes, and all that sort of stuff, and then I have my primers. Okay, so, you know, here's the page for the lacquers, for example. All right, I didn't rewrite it. I just literally took the notes that were hanging there and taped them onto the pages inside this 3-ring binder. All right, so that is a good thing. All right, I think so. Yeah, like here's some acrylic paints. Okay, and yeah, you know, it's a little recipe book. Okay, you remember how Mom or Grandma would always make these great dinners and so forth, and you thought that you know, they just got a lot of this right out of their head, and sometimes they did. You know, my grandmother, I don't think she wrote anything down. To this day, you know, her corned beef and cabbage is the greatest thing that I have ever had in my life. You know, if I was ever, you know, you ever get those hypothetical questions where somebody says, oh, what would be your last meal be if your last day on earth? That would be what I would choose, corned beef and cabbage. My grandmother's corned beef and cabbage. But anyway, yeah, I think my grandmother was one of those rare people. She just knew everything out of her head. But for a lot of us, you know, you have to look up your recipes for Sunday dinner. And, well, this is my recipe book, only it's for paint. So I thought I would share that with you, you know, just keeping your paint mixtures and so forth organized. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's head back into the workshop and I'll show you what I've got going on there. Okay, so hang on. Okay, so here are some of my green builds, okay, and this is that 66 Fleet Side that I was telling you about in that mint green color. And I love that color with the white and the black trim around the windows and so forth. And it looks like that the Kaleido color is going to be very similar. I'm anxious to try that out. And of course, you remember it was that not too long ago that I did the Chrysler 300. This is in metallic green, all right. And this CUDA, actually, I did a while ago. And I want to show you something. You see this hood right here? Can you see how the black soot kind of fades there? Okay. And that's kind of what I was looking to do on the 69 Camaro, right? And I messed it up. And this, I guess this is it's turquoise. I don't know. Can you call that green? I don't know. It was sitting here, so I threw it into the mix here. And, you know, one of these days, and I just lost the hood on the CUDA, one of these days I'm going to get this thing wrapped up. This build has been floating around back here for, well, since last winter at least. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. There are just so many parts that are not fitting properly. parts that were missing, parts that were warped or misshaped, and I've just kind of lost a little bit of my enthusiasm on this, but I'm working it, and I keep circling back to it. It's actually a rather nice kit, despite the problems, but I guess that's why I just, lost a little bit of my enthusiasm on this, but I'm going to stick with it, and I am going to get it completed. So anyway, those are my green builds, and let's go over and take a look at some of the progress on that 69 Camaro. Okay, these are some of the parts that just came out of the dehydrator, and the other parts are over here on the paint bench. All right, and well, these are separated because these are going to be two-toned. Hang on. All right, and you can see that I've got the tape on there, and I'm going to take the tape off with you so we can see if this came out okay or not. All right, so I'm going to find out with you whether this came out good or not good. Here is the dash, okay, and again, we've got tape on here and so forth. All right, so we're going to, again, remove that tape. This down in here is silver, okay? And I've got silver in here, okay? And, well, of course, you can see that the rest of that is purple. So we will find out together if that came out okay. I did the same thing on the door panels. So here is the body, okay? Now, you can see, yeah, you can see exactly where that silver is, all right? But I wanted a little bit more definition, all right? I suppose I could leave it that way, and it would probably be okay, but again, it's really not what I was looking for. So I think what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm going to sand this whole thing and reshoot the silver and get the purple to fade with a little less, well, so it doesn't all run together is what I'm trying to say. All right, so I think that's what I am going to do. Purple color is very nice, but I'm going to redo it. Just not happy with that. All right, so that is my mission. Hang on, let me pause this so I can get my chair over here and get all of that tape off of these door panels and so on. Hold on. Okay. I am planted in my chair, my shop chair, because, excuse my arm there, because this is going to take a few minutes, and I just wanted to be able to sit and do this while I do it. Okay, so here's my tape right here. Let me grab this. And hopefully we're not going to get much bleed. All right. Hopefully. All right. We're coming along. So far, we're looking okay. So far. Is that tape there? I can't tell if that's tape there or not. No, I guess that's as far as that goes. Yeah, that's as far as that goes. Okay. So we don't have any bleed there. Okay, and I'll make the little knob here probably in black, and I don't know, maybe I'll define these seams maybe with black panel liner or the black speedball. I don't know, haven't made up my mind on that yet, but this first area here, peeling the tape, looks like it came out rather well. So the next spot is right over here. All right, let's see if we can grab that. Okay. So far, that looks okay. Let's grab this one over here. All right. And let's see. All right. And yeah, that looks like it came out okay. Got a little bit of right in here. Looks like we missed a little bit, but I can touch that up. Okay. But overall, this came out rather nicely. This down in here is just a piece of the sprue. Okay, so this is going to be nipped off. In fact, we can do that right now. Okay, we'll just nip that off. Okay. I like to leave a little piece of sprue on there because you can see that I put my pieces on the helping hands, and with the sprue there, I have something to clamp it to. Now, some people will get rather upset by that practice, and they'll say, well, you can't do that because when you nip it off, okay, you see, it leaves a little mark. See that little mark right there? Okay. But to me, you can just touch that up. I'm not worried about that. So anyway, that's just my opinion. But overall, this first piece, yeah, it came out all right. Okay. And, I'll probably go in here with some black panel liner, with the gauges, maybe darken up where these vents are and so forth. So this is not done. This is just, showing you, the two paint colors together. Okay, so that came out all right. Let's see here. We've got door panels here. Now, what I'm going to do, actually, because this does take a couple of minutes, and if I sit here and I, peel all this tape off of all of these pieces, we're going to be here for a while. So I took off the paint on that one piece, the dashboard, and I'll tell you, let's do this. This looks like it'll go a little bit quicker than the door panel. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel off one more piece of tape with you on camera, and then I will pause this and peel off the rest of it so I don't bore you. All right. And yeah, that went pretty quick. Right. And yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. I think right down in here. Okay, let me grab this. Excuse my arm once again. Right down in here, I got a little bit of purple that bled into the silver right there. Other than that, though, I think this came out all right. So what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to pause this, peel off the rest of that tape so I don't sit here boring you watching me peel tape. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I've got just about all of it peeled off. I've got one last one, so I figured for the last one, I'll do that with you. And so far, really, I don't see any real big issues with any of the pieces where I peeled the tape. I mean, there's some tiny little things that have to be touched up, but pretty much I'm really rather pleased with this. So far, this is coming out very, very nicely. All right, and there's the last piece. Come on, get out of there. All right, there we go. Okay, there is our last piece right there. Okay, now I think, now again, just like with the dashboard, this is not completed, all right? This is just peeling off the tape so I can get the two colors in here. I think, I haven't made up my mind definitely, but I think I might make this armrest black. And you see the window cranks here? Well, I don't think it would really work out very well to put bare metal foil on there, at least the chrome or the aluminum bare metal foil. You're not going to get enough of a difference. You know what I may do? The bare metal foil does come in black. I showed you that in the last video. I'm wondering how that would look if I put black bare metal foil on those window cranks right there. I don't know. What do you think? I'll think about that. But anyway, here is this is the other door panel, okay? And of course, the other thing I may do is come in with some panel liner, some dark gray panel liner for this speaker grill. All right, so yeah, like I said, these are not done. And let's see, what else do we have here? The seats, we've got our seats. Okay, all the tape is peeled from there. Again, I've got a little bit of purple that bled through right there. Can you see that? All right, and let's see. This came out very nicely. I've got a little bit of dark purple that, I don't know, I guess it must have pooled or something there, leaving that dark mark. That'll have to be sanded. I've got another one right over here too. All right. So some minor things that need to be addressed. Okay, and this actually looks like the purple bled down into the silver. Actually, it didn't. What happened here is this is actually a piece. Can you see that right there in the corner? That's a piece that the purple did not get to. So that's actually a little bit of a blank spot. So that has to be filled in, and it's giving you the illusion that this bled down into the silver, but actually it's the opposite. I don't have enough purple. So far, that is where we are at on this USACC build. And again, yeah, you can see the silver in there, but I just want a little bit more definition. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand the hood. Okay, I'm going to sand the hood. I'm going to sand the roof and back here on the trunk lid. And I am going to reshoot that with the silver. And then I will come back over the top of that with, and this is not silver down here. This is just light glare. I'm going to come back over it with the purple and try to fade this a little bit better. I am not going to sand the sides, okay? And I can already hear some of you coming right through the camera screaming at me saying, no, Papa, you can't do that because if you don't sand down here, you're going to have a difference in the hue, okay, of the purple here and the purple here. Well, that's okay because remember, this is going to be a three-tone. And this down here, we are going to shoot with blue and fade that blue up into the purple. So the hue is going to be different anyway. All right, and there's the blue right there that we're going to fade into this purple. All right, and this is the liquid blue. All right, so that is the plan. And for those of you who are screaming, no, you can't do it that way. Well, I am, and we will find out if it works or not. And if it doesn't work, I will show it to you, and I'll let you know that I can't even say my own name now. I will let you know that Papa was a dunderhead, and we all know that Papa is very capable of making boo-boos and being a dunderhead. But I show you not just the success that we have here, but I also show you the boo-boos. This way, you can benefit from my boo-boos, and you'll know what not to do. All right, and you won't have to go through the headache of fixing the boo-boo. That's what I'm here to do. So I will show you the good stuff. I will show you the bad stuff, and then we can all move forward. And yeah, we have the rest of our parts over here are. Let me move this stuff out of the way here. Bear with me for 1 second, gang. You know what? Instead of moving all that, I'm just going to move the camera, I think that's a better option. Okay, so let me push my chair back and let me show you. Okay, here are all the other parts for the 69 Camaro. Everything is all painted. I did the engine in the same manner. I taped it off and shot the orange up front and the aluminum in the back. That came out rather well. So we're moving along, and I just need to redefine the silver and purple up here on the top. So that, folks, is the plan for today. So I appreciate all of you for tuning in again, and for all of you that voted on the colors and so forth. I want to thank all of you who participated. I appreciate it very, very much. And don't forget to vote for either the NASCAR kit, the Audi, or the Charger for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which I'm hoping is going to come by the end of the year. I'm secretly hoping I get to that before the end of November, actually. So we shall see. I'm currently up to about 855 on the subscriptions. So if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, okay? And you can also hit the notification bell. So anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. If you're on the Facebook side, jump over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button. All right, so that's going to do it for today, and I will see you in the next video.